BallinCraig estate. It is getting late, and I have been busy today. Got up this morning from Oakland Farm, I should say, and headed back up here into Irish country, and have been busy since. A little bit of a development. I went looking for the cultivator, and it turned out that there wasn't one. So I ended up buying this. I bought it used from a local farmer. Well, I should say Colin bought it used from a local farmer. The force rate, yeah. Nice looking piece of machinery, does a fantastic job. Couldn't be happier with it. So that's what I've been doing. As you see, we did some slurry spreading on that field as well. And earlier, before I made it back, Liam has been a real trooper. He ended up getting the field over here, just across from us. He got that fertilized and cultivated. So yeah, so awesome. Pretty darn cool how that worked out. I think I'm just going to park this up here for now, out of the way here. Right about there should be okay. Turn the lights off and hop on out. Yeah. Yep, beautiful job. Beautiful, beautiful job. Great. Let's see, what else? Let's check the animals real quick. Oh, power food. Power food straw. Oh, they eat all kinds of stuff. I wonder if they'll wait till the morning. I think we'll do that in the morning. I'm pretty tuckered. It's a long drive up there from Oakfield. But I'll tell you what, I enjoyed it down there. I kind of miss it already. Yeah, wonderful place. I'm excited to get going down there. All kinds of stuff happened. I did get that field combine, and I ended up putting the stuff in storage. I thought that would be a better plan. Their prices weren't so great, so we got all that canola in storage. Other than that, yeah, things are looking up here. Our soybeans over there are still not ready for harvesting yet, so we have that to do. I don't know, we'll see what tomorrow brings. This field that I just cultivated over here, that was potatoes. That's going to be planted probably wheat or barley. This field here, which was wheat or barley, I can't remember, will be potatoes. And then we have 4 up to the north there. That has to be, well, I don't know if we're going to do that this fall yet, or that would be a spring project. Depends on how much we're going to plant. I think we'll plant 2 fields this fall. Probably this one here, right here that I just did. We'll do that one. Let's see, another one, and the one down here. This one down here, I think we will do that tomorrow too, probably, and then get that planted. So I think we'll plant 2 for next year. The rest will wait until spring. But I'm going to head off to bed. I'm going to walk back to town. I might even pop in for a Smithwick's. I don't know. But we'll see. I don't know if I'm up in the mood for fish and chips, but a good Smithwick's, maybe even a Guinness perhaps, would be a good thing. But otherwise, we will see you in the morning. Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Just coming up into work this morning. Took a nice little walk into town, or walk from town out here. You know, it's 52 degrees. For me, this is a heat wave, so I just got a t-shirt on, and, well, actually I got my overalls on and my long sleeve flannel. But that's okay. Let's see, what is it, 7:08, sunshine today. It's going to be a gorgeous day. I did check the crop app, and that soybean field is not ready yet, so we'll have to put that on hold. But we do have animals to take care of, and my guess is, as soon as I walk around this corner and look to the left, I am going to see a mound of grass that would rival Mount Everest. Yep, there it is. Here's something running. What is running? Liam out here this morning? I think Liam's been out here this morning. He's got the tractor going for slurry already. Yeah, he must be ready to go for slurry. He's probably around here somewhere. Oh well, I'm probably getting that thing filled up. But yeah, look at this. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Knee high. Now, let's hop into here. Get this cleaned up. Well, let's just take a look at our animal app here. Where are we? Okay, we gotta do some cleaning. You gotta do everything. Oh, heavens. Animals. It's a never-ending project. You know that. It's, seems like every day we're doing something here. Third day of autumn. And, yeah. Animals are going to town. And no matter how hard I try, I can't clean next to the trough. So that'll be suffice there. So that's cleaned. Let's see. Well, Leah, why don't you move the tractor so I can close that gate and be done with it? That gate just annoys me. Where is he? Oh, let me hop in here and move this out of the way here. And there goes the door. Of course it would. Let's see, we'll go down, we'll park this right up here. Because that'll go down across the road there. Well, I'll let it run for him. He must have it running for a reason. So let's just shut this gate. Hopping back into the JCB here. Get the sheet cleaned out. Whoa. What are we hitting there? Yipes. No matter how hard I try, I can't get the stuff next to the little pens either. I think that would just have to be when the grass finally decays, would be my opinion. So we'll do this here. Yeah, didn't get that either. Oh, a terrible job. Terrible cleaning job this morning, but that's okay. Let's see, actually, I can just leave this bucket right here. I think my bale fork is right here. Here we go. So I'm going to get a load of power food mixed up. Probably going to need a couple of them, but we'll do that right away. I am just doing some finishing touches up on our Great Plains seeder. Had to oil the chains, check the grease zerks for grease, check the tires, and everything is raring to go. We do need to run down to the other warehouse area and get some fertilizer, but other than that, we are all set to rock and roll. I think we'll go get some fertilizer and then we'll head up right here to, I keep forgetting the number. What number is that field? Number 7. And we will plant number 7. So let's head down and get some fertilizer. it's I better close the covers for the trip down there. Certainly don't want those flying off. I don't want to make more work for myself. I have been a busy man, a very busy man. I got a call from Brian at Oakfield Farm, telling me that the rest of my auction items have been delivered up to Oak Glen Farm, so I am excited about that. That is great news. Excited to get back there. I think if I get a couple fields planted, I might take a couple days off and head back up to Oak Glen Farm. I got to maybe do some field work, and then I told David that I could help out for maybe a day. So I'll probably get this stuff taken care of here. Liam can handle the animals for a day. That's no big deal. And yeah, head back up there. So I'm looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I have got to get this this going here. So I think if I just I'll back in here to the tote. Should have a forklift down here, but we're going to do it this way just for practicality reasons. So we'll get the fertilizer in there. There we go. Look at that. That is nifty. Close up my covers again, and I think we'll head to that field. I have the wheat discs in the seeder, so we're just going to go ahead and plant wheat there. That'll be good, because we will need that for straw for the animals. Oops. Not the biggest seeder in the world, but I tell you, you know, it does a job. And anything bigger would just almost be impossible to move around the farm. And oh, I gotta drive straight here. What's going on? Yeah, just be too hard to move around the farm, get around things, and storage purposes and what have you. So this will work out just fine. Hello, sheep. Fine and outstanding sheep we have, I tell you. Fine and outstanding. I think we'll start right up here. I think we'll do this headland, which would be nice. Let's see, turn the old seeder on, drop her down. There we go. We are seeding. Planting a little winter wheat. We are. No fancy GPS in this tractor, this seeder. So you gotta do it the old-fashioned way, you know. Back in the day, before all that stuff came out, this is how they did it. So, you know, it kind of makes you appreciate modern-day farming, I guess you could say. I knew a guy. Well, I still know a guy. He's actually still alive, but he's like 90. I think he is 98, 97, 98, somewhere in there. Been a farmer all his life. Back in the day, they used to do a lot of potatoes. Then they quit doing potatoes, and then it went into more of the standard crops for my neck of the woods. You know, your small grains, your wheat, your soybeans, and sugar beets, of course. You know, they dabble in a little dry beans, like inedible beans and stuff like that. But basically it's just, you know, your spring wheat, your hard red spring wheat, soybeans, and sugar beets, with an occasional corn dabbled in there and there. Problem with corn is that it's not worth, you know, it's not really worth anything at the moment. So it's kind of hard to put the investment in growing corn when it's absolutely just not worth anything. So that's the problem with corn. And there's a lot of people in my neck of the woods that have corn right now, and it's still in the field, just because the price is so low, and if they don't have the storage space, they just leave it in the field and combine it probably this spring, which is a common place. I mean, it's not really going to hurt much anything. Corn you can do that with. But anyway, I'm saying with him, you know, it's interesting when he tells stories, because he you know, started off basically with the horse and the plow, and through all these years of technology and tractors and horsepower, and then you get into the, you know, the whoops, I better turn the seeder on before I go. You know, especially with the size difference, is just, it's amazing how equipment has grown. You know, from a two furrow plow to the big stuff they have today. And I was just thinking about it, you know, on this game, how much you can get done in a day. You know, I suppose maybe a guy should, I have it at ×5, but you know, maybe a person should do ×15, just so you know, you don't get that feeling that you can get everything done in one day. But I was just thinking, like, with what we call a super weeder, which is 70 feet wide. I'll show you. It kind of looks like, let me just go in here. It kind of looks like, there's one, this one, the Swifter SM 1800. It kind of looks like that. It's in a way that you back up to unfold it, and then you drive forward to fold it up again. The only problem with that is you when you're in the field going around, you cannot back up, because if you backed up, you will just completely cave in everything and destroy it. So, but anyways, I was thinking about that. 70 feet wide, and it just gets pulled with the quad track, and you could do a quarter. Well, this would be from, you know, the American side of it. A quarter would be 160 acres. So you could do a quarter of spring cultivating in about 3.5 to 4 hours. I mean, that's just unreal. So it sure does cover the time pretty fast. I will do one more pass here on the headland. You know, that's another thing. I was, you know, the differences between farming practices in the U.S., for example, even different parts of the U.S. and, you know, around the world, the U.K., Russia, Germany, Australia, and the differences in practices and techniques and what have you. And, you know, in my neck of the woods, I think I probably said this before, but all the fields you're going to find are pretty much in a square rectangular pattern. You know, we don't have the tight lanes, the hedgerows, these hedges. So basically the headland's going to get planted first, and then you go back and forth. So that's just the way it is here, but I know some places headlands are planted after. Well, this is relatively boring, I suppose, for you, but I'm going to continue on here. See how far I can get on this field, and we'll check back with you after a little while. Got that field all planted up. The wheat in that field is planted. That is good to go. Just trying to, we're getting on in the evening time here. You know, I've been busy. I've been doing a lot of traveling. Kind of been back and forth. And I'm a little tuckered. So I'm going to call her a night, I think. Hey, cow. How are you today? Can you move your head so I don't smash into you when I close this gate here? This keeps getting left open. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Shoo. Shoo. Move. You know you want to. There you go. Good job. Little stare down. I won. Well, I just took out his rear end, but that's okay. Anyways, so let's take a look at the map where we stand. 7 has been planted with wheat. That is perfect. 11 here has been fertilized and cultivated. 4 has been fertilized and cultivated as well. I don't know why these colors show up here. Let's look at this map. There we go. 7 has been planted. That is perfect. 11, 4, and 6 have been fertilized and cultivated. This one up here, we are going to leave until the spring. 7 still has our soybeans in it. So, excuse me, so that we can't touch. So, tomorrow morning, I am going to get up early and I am going to start planting 11 with barley. 4 will eventually be soybeans, and then 6, this one, and 17 will be potatoes next spring. So that's kind of the plan on the fields. The other thing I'm thinking about is I'm going to look around and see if I can find one to borrow or lease, but slurry. Up at Bolton's, they have a slurry buy point, well, for me to sell, them to buy. And as far as I'm aware, that we are unable, the hoses, the hookups, don't work with a slurry spreader. So I got to try to find one of those because we have an overabundance of slurry. One lone cow in here. Hi, cow. If we look, we have 101,000 liters of slurry. We're not going to need that much. We also have 55,000 liters of manure. We can't sell manure though. Bolton's doesn't take manure, but we can sell slurry. So we will see what we can do about that. Look at these cows. It is absolutely unbelievable. Bad cows. Bad cow. Yeah, look at that. They are the sloppiest cows I have ever seen. So that's okay. Let's see, sheep. Yeah, look at that. They're this sheep in pen 3 here is an absolute hog. I think he hoarders the grass. Same with these two down here. What is wrong with you guys? But that's okay. They can have their grass. How do the animals look? They can wait till the morning. I'm not going to worry about it. I've been pretty busy. Yeah, so that pretty much wraps up the plan. And then tomorrow when I get that stuff done, I am going to take another trip up to Oak Glen Farm. Or down. Well, I'll actually be down. Down to Oak Glen Farm. Take a couple of days off. Liam can handle the cows and get some stuff taken care of up there, ready for the winter time. But yeah, that's where we sit. You know, I gotta say, I have really enjoyed this map. It is a wonderful map. You know, the detail, the extra things put in. Look at this little rocky road coming up here, you know. The textures are beautiful. I like the way it is shaped, you know. Hills on both sides of it. Yes, the farmyard is tight, but that's, you know, that's the way it would be on a small farm like this. So, you know, it's a different way of playing it, different mentality and how to attack it. But I really like that. You know, but with a small map like this, it doesn't give you the options as some bigger maps. But with that said, I have enjoyed it. You know, you could keep going for what you're doing for quite a while and still have a good time with it. Yeah. But I really enjoyed it. Now that I think about it, the only damper into my plan would be the soybean field if it happens to be ready tomorrow, which certainly could happen. Yeah, that'll be planted tomorrow. But we'll have to wait and see what happens in the morning. I am going to go into town. I'm just taking a little shortcut back into town. Get something to eat. Oh, I don't want to step in the water, jump in the grass there. Get something to eat. Have myself a good pint or two. Yeah, probably just two. Yeah, I don't want to get too carried away. But here's our soybeans. They look nice. They look like some fine soybeans there. And, of course, our header is still sitting. Oh, yeah, the combine. I forgot about the combine up at the shop. I wonder if that's done yet. We got to get that, too. But with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video, found it useful, maybe even a little entertaining. If you did, give us a like. I would appreciate that immensely. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that as well. But from beautiful BallinCraig Estate, Farmer Min telling you, have yourself a great day and keep them between the ditches. So long.